Here's my video on order of operations. So we are going to go order of operations. Okay, and we are only going to do like the simple order of operations, which is just multiplying numbers into the parentheses and maybe distributing some negatives into the equation. So first, we are going to go 3 parenthesis 2 minus 3 parenthesis 6. Okay, first of all, you gotta do the parentheses. So it will be 2 minus 3, which is negative 1 parenthesis. Then you gotta drop the 3 down, 3, 6. Now you gotta distribute the 3 into the negative 1. So it'll be negative 3 times 6, which would be equal to negative 18. Okay? Now, we're going to do a much like a harder equation, which would be about negative 4 in parentheses 3 plus 8 in parentheses plus 8. Now, what we do is we're going to take the negative 4, distribute it into the negative 3, and then we're going to distribute the negative 4 into the negative 8. Alright? So, negative 4 times 3, which is negative 12, and then negative 4 times 8, but since it's the negative 4 times a multiple of 8, which would be still a negative, so it will be a negative 32. And then finally at the end it will be a plus 8. So there's your equation right there after all that stuff. So it'll be a negative 12 minus 32, which would be basically negative 12 plus 32, which would be a negative 44 plus 8. So a negative 44 plus 8, which would be a negative 36. And that would be your final answer. Alright. Next, we're going to try a much harder equation, which would be negative 5 parenthesis negative 6 plus 5 parenthesis minus 8. Multiply that in there, multiply that into there. Negative 5 times a negative 6, negative times a negative equals a positive, right? So it'll be just 30, but negative 5 times a positive 5, it would still be a negative. So it'll be a negative 25, okay? But that's still in parentheses, minus an 8. So what's negative, or positive 30 minus 25, so it'll be positive 5 in parentheses minus 8, so it'll be a 5 minus 8, which would be a negative 3. Alright? Okay. Alright, next page. Okay, in parentheses, we're going to have 3 squared minus 8. Okay? But then on the outside here, we're going to have a 4. Okay? But for, or PEMDAS, or not 8S, PEMDAS, which is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses, exponent, multiplication, divide, addition, subtraction. Alright? Now, parentheses you got to do first, but inside the parentheses we have exponent. So what's 3 times the exponent of 2, which is basically 3 times 3, which is 9. So it'll be 4 multiplicate, or parentheses, 9 minus 8. But we still have the parentheses. So we're going to have a 4 parenthesis 1 end parenthesis. But you got to distribute the 4 into the 1. Okay? So 4 times 1 is 4. that's your final answer. Alright? Okay. So what if you have, so we're going to have 5 to the squared, and then we're going to have parentheses 4 minus 3 plus 8. Okay, what do? We're going to have PEMDAS. Oh, 8S. Parentheses is first, so we're going to have to do the parentheses first. So it'll be 5 squared 1 plus 8. Now we're going to have exponent, so we got to do the 5 squared. So we're going to be 25 1 plus 8. Okay, so we're going to have to distribute the 25 into the 1. So we're going to be 25 plus 8. Alright? 25 plus 8 equals 33. And that is your final answer. PEMDAS is basically the rule you use. So I'll spell it out here. PEMDAS. This is parentheses exponent multiplication division addition and subtraction. Okay, that is basically what you follow. And then you gotta do, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Alright, so parentheses, then exponent, then multiplication, division, and addition, and subtraction. You gotta follow those rules and you will be perfectly fine.